The Deen Show. This is the Deen Show. The Deen Show.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for tuning in to the Deen Show. Ramadan is here and you want to know, why are you fasting? People want to know about Ramadan, so a lot of the not yet Muslims are tuning in. All this and more, you're going to learn about what Ramadan. Why are the Muslims fasting? Why are you fasting? Some people don't even know why they're fasting. So we're going to be talking about why you're fasting, who you're fasting for, and also the many tremendous benefits of fasting. All of this and more here on the Deen Show. My next guest coming up. Don't go anywhere.
This is the Deen Show. 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 This is the Deen Show.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Dr. Samil, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good.
We made it to the blessed month of Ramadan, and now we're trying to educate people, and it's really important nowadays. Many people, not just the not yet Muslims, but even the Muslims, many don't know why they're fasting, the significance of it, the benefits of it. So we really want to, kind of an ABC approach, really simplify it so people can really get into the spirit of Ramadan when they know what it's all about.
Good, alhamdulillah. Well, first and foremost, I would like to say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to all the viewers up there. It's very important that any act or any interaction, any verse that a Muslim or anyone should be saying, we should be connecting with the Creator. So all throughout the centuries, our Creator has given us certain commandments, starting with Prophet Adam, peace be upon him, then Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, peace be upon all of them. Our Creator has sent the commandment, the fundamental commandment is that we should be worshipping the Creator alone and not the creation. So in that context, our Creator has given the injunction of fasting. So it says in the Quran, chapter number 2, verse number 183, that, O you who believe, fasting has been given to you as it was given to those before you, that you may obtain God consciousness and self-discipline. So the reason that we Muslims are fasting first and foremost is because we are obeying the Creator. And it also says that other people before us, they were given the same injunction of fasting. So fasting, we are doing it because obviously it gives us that self-discipline, God consciousness, and ultimately the reward by the Creator, inshallah, God willing.
Now you said an Arabic word. When you say Muslim, are you referring to any conscious person, human being, peaceful human being who submits to the Creator? Is this what you mean when you say Muslim? Because some people say Muslim, oh, those are those terrorists over there. But what do you mean when you say Muslim?
Yeah, the word Muslim, it means someone who actively, consciously submits to the one Creator. Says that I'm only going to believe in you. God, you are the only Creator. You are one. And I submit to your commandments. And I make an intention to obey your commandments. That is the definition of a Muslim.
So we can clearly say without a shadow of doubt that Jesus was a Muslim. Is that right?
Yes, Jesus was a Muslim because it says in the Quran, chapter number 3, verse number 51, that, so Jesus Christ has been quoted in the Quran. He's saying that God is my Lord and He's your Lord. Worship Him alone, and that is the straight path.
So we know that Jesus was a pure monotheist, just like Muslims. He was a Muslim. He called to the worship of the Creator, not the creation. He prayed. We pray the same way, putting our head to the ground. And he fasted. So he did the fast too.
Sure,
the same
sure.
thing. Is this the same tradition that we're seeing here?
Yes, it's very important that when we look at the previous prophets who came before Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, they all used to worship the one Creator, and they used to call people to worship the one Creator. For example, it says in the Old Testament, in the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse number 3, that Abraham, peace be upon him, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, when the time of prayer came, he used to go to a nice quiet place and worship the one Creator by bowing himself down on his forehead, the way that Muslims are praying. Moses, peace be upon him, it says the same thing in the book of Exodus, chapter 40, verse number 3, putting his forehead on the ground, he used to worship the one Creator. What is the first commandment, Brother Eddie?
Thou
According
sh-
to the Old Testament.
That's the same thing. Thou shalt worship no other gods except the one God. That's it. Not a stick, not a stone, not a man. Hear, O Israel, the God, that Lord thy God is one. So worshiping God alone. That's the first command. With all your heart, your mind.
Yes, yes. So Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, when he was given, according to the Bible, the 10 commandments, the very first commandment, according to the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse number 3, that there is only one God, you should not take any other God before me, and you should not make any graven images of God. That was Prophet Moses proclaimed to his people. Now you'll be amazed to find out that Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, when people ask him this very fundamental question, that of all the commandments, which one is the first and the biggest one? It says in the Gospel of Mark, chapter number 12, verse number 29. So Jesus Christ, he mentioned, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, he is one. Worship him with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, all your strength," and that is the first commandment. So it's very important that we Muslims, when we are fasting and praying and worshiping the Creator, we are not doing just in isolation just because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, brought those commandments by the Creator. We are doing it because we are connecting with all the prophets and messengers, because all of them, they used to worship the one Creator. They used to pray the same way that Muslims are praying, and they used to fast the way that Muslims are fasting. Maybe I could give you maybe a couple of references about fasting in the Old and the New Testament.
Yeah, before we go to break, give us one of those before we go to break.
Wonderful. When Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, when he received the 10 commandments, he was in the state of fasting. So it says in the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse number 3, that Moses was fasting. Number 2, Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, Matthew chapter 4, verse number 2, he was fasting for about 40 days and 40 nights. And we Muslims, when we are